will to bring us as we're off in Week 9. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check. I got a single in the slot. 87's mine. I got 87. Watch. Watch tight. Tight is right. 49.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Let's go, G. Tighten up.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Mike's 49. Mike's 10. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Kill.
Now Jones. And some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. First down, going to the air with Love, eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. Touchdown, Broncos. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Check 99. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Out to his left. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch the curl.
On 3rd down, Love. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 30. Green. Mike 39. Let's get it together, defense.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Back to the running game with Swift. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
McCann's got it teed up. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Flush to his right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Flushed out right.
Going right back to Fant.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Check 31. Check. Wait. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. 65. 65. Hey, check Mike. Hey, red. 45. Here we go. 45.
Working out of the gun.
45.
Love.
All day, just like that.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
All right. Yellow, go. Hey, let's get this.
On 2nd and goal. Love escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hey, check Mike 43, Jack. 45. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 45.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Kevin King with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Blankenship out for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, Love. A check down here to Jones. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Love's throw into the hands of Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now. It's Jones.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. First down, and they go with Swift again. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
49. 49's a mic. 49's a mic.
Following the interception, Love. This will be caught. Judy. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
This is Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 24. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
I got wide. 49. Real green. Mike, 49. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Blankenship out for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Khalif Raymond now. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Detroit. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll run it with Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. McCann's got it teed up. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Jackson now. Brown has the first down and much more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Jackson dancing to his left. He's got the ball, comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run with Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Now Hill looking to throw on first. Flushed out right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Hill. Escaping the pressure right. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He'll throw complete there to Thomas. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Hill. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hill. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas from 8 yards out. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw is Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Second and 9.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Sheds up, fighting through, and he's got space. Then it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Harris now to return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got this down to the 35.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, Hill. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Hill looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara from 17 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Off of with play action. Hill. He gets it complete to Harris. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play fake. Hill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 106 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.